Right now, while you're sitting inside under artificial light, something invisible is happening to your hormones. Your cortisol is drifting, your melatonin is confused, your testosterone is quietly declining, and not a single doctor you visited has told you why. Because the answer isn't in a pill bottle, it isn't in a supplement stack, it's hanging in the sky, and you're missing it every single morning. Here's what I'm going to show you today. There is one free, ancient, zero-cost biological trigger that outperforms most of the supplements sitting in your cabinet right now, and it takes less than 10 minutes. But if you skip this, if you keep ignoring this, everything else you're doing for your health is fighting an uphill battle against your own biology. Let me explain what's actually happening inside your eyes that nobody talks about. In your retina, there are intrinsically photosensitive retinal ganglion cells called iPRGCs. These are not the rods and cones you learned about in school. These cells don't help you see. They are specifically sensitive to short wavelength blue light, and they communicate information directly to your suprachiasmatic nucleus, the master body clock in your brain, playing a critical non-image forming role in setting your circadian rhythms. Their discovery was called revolutionary in the field of chronobiology, and here is what most people will never understand. Photic entrainment of your circadian system requires neither rods nor cones. These retinal ganglion cells innervating the SCN are intrinsically photosensitive. They are waiting for one signal: morning sunlight. The moment those early photons hit your eyes before 10 a.m., a neuroendocrine domino effect begins. If sunlight reaches your eyes soon after you wake, it triggers a neural circuit that controls the timing of cortisol and melatonin. When morning sunlight enters the eyes, it activates neurons that signal it's daytime and time to be alert, setting off biological cascades in cells and organs throughout the body, including the brain, liver, gut, and heart. Think of it like rebooting the central command server of your entire hormonal smart city. Every system downstream gets the correct timestamp. Every organ knows what to do and when to do it. Now here's where this gets dangerous if you ignore it. Research from Stanford has shown that if you don't get sunlight early in the day, that cortisol release starts shifting later, which creates issues with insomnia and anxiety and even low-level depression later in the day. Your cortisol pulse drifts into the afternoon. Your melatonin release gets delayed at night. You lie in bed wondering why you can't sleep. You wake up foggy, you drag through the morning, you blame your age, you blame your diet, you're blaming everything except the one thing that actually broke the system. And I haven't even told you the most powerful part yet. In 2017, the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine was awarded to Jeffrey Hall, Michael Rosbash, and Michael Young for their discoveries of molecular mechanisms controlling the circadian rhythm. They showed that circadian oscillators control various physiological outputs, such as sleep patterns, body temperature, hormone release, blood pressure, and metabolism. Every single one of those systems, governed by light, governed by timing, and you're scrolling your phone under dim kitchen lights wondering why your body is falling apart. But it gets even deeper than cortisol and melatonin. A groundbreaking study led by researchers at Tel Aviv University published in Cell Reports found that ultraviolet radiation from sunlight increases testosterone levels in males through a mechanism nobody expected. The UVB-induced hormonal changes are mediated by p53 activation in skin cells through a skin-brain gonadal axis. Triggered by UVB exposure, the skin signals the brain, the hypothalamus and pituitary gland, which then produce hormones that activate the testicles and ovaries to produce sex steroids like testosterone, estrogen, and progesterone. Your skin is literally acting as an endocrine organ. Sunlight isn't just setting your clock, it's fueling your hormonal engine. So what do you actually do with this information? Get 5 to 10 minutes of sun exposure on a sunny morning and 15 to 20 minutes on a cloudy day. No sunglasses. Don't try to do this through a windshield or a window because too many of the relevant wavelengths are filtered out. Step outside. Face the direction of the sun. You don't stare at it. You just let the ambient light flood into your eyes. Get outside within the first 30 to 60 minutes of waking. This is when your body is most sensitive to light, which makes the signal to wake up even stronger. And here's the part that will blow your mind. Viewing morning sunlight increases morning cortisol levels by 50%, which increases immune function, alertness, and sets a timer to fall asleep 14 to 16 hours later. One habit, one free protocol, and it's regulating your cortisol, programming your melatonin, supporting your testosterone, and synchronizing every clock in your body. No prescription, no supplement, no expensive biohack gadget. Research shows that deviations in sleep timing, particularly delayed sleep, can lead to adverse health outcomes such as metabolic disorders, cardiovascular disease, and psychological disorders. That stubborn belly fat, that brain fog at 2 p.m., that feeling of aging 10 years in the last 3, it's not just bad luck, it's circadian misalignment, and morning sunlight is the reset button. You haven't been failing, your body isn't broken, it's been following orders from a clock that nobody ever taught you how to set. Now you know. The question is, what are you going to do tomorrow morning? Are you going to grab your phone and scroll in the dark, or are you going to step outside, face the sun, and give your biology the one signal it's been starving for? If this just changed the way you think about your morning, smash that like button right now. Subscribe to this channel for more no BS health science that the mainstream will never hand you. Share this with someone who's been struggling and doesn't know why. And tomorrow morning, before you do anything else, get outside. Reset your clock, reclaim your hormones. This is your biological superpower. Stop leaving it on the table.